welcome back, friends. It's good to see you. Pippi, hello. She's like, hey, you talking to a camera again?
Yes, Pippi, I am.
So this is a topic I've wanted to cover for a really long time, and with how busy my schedule is right now, I figure that this is kind of the best way to do this. So you might be a little confused about what MLM I'm talking about based on the title and the thumbnail, but we're actually talking about a multi-level marketing company today called Bomb Party. I did a live stream with Say Hello to DC, one of my friends, just like watching a bunch of random bomb parties and their live streams on TikTok. This was maybe a month ago or something like that. So, I mean, if you're into this stuff, definitely go watch that. I'll have it linked down below. That live stream really opened up my world. I found myself enjoying watching these bomb party streams and snarking all over them until recently, Jen, aka Mrs. Pico Speaks, discovered this woman's channel, and it's really interesting. Well, I say channel, it was a TikTok profile. What do you call that? I don't know. Yeah, we're talking about Bomb Party, but most specifically, we are using this one particular creator to do so because she is so unique and so funny. I've never seen a multi-level marketing distributor like her before that is so like talented. She's very entertaining to watch. So that's why I want to share all this with you. We're going to talk about why I think Bomb Party is an absolute scam and you should never, ever, ever buy from them, let alone sell for them. Sign up to be a distributor. Don't do it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you all that. And then we're just gonna snark on some ugly jewelry and we're gonna laugh with who I have affectionately titled the Scamderson sisters. You know, like the Sanderson sisters, like the three witches from Hocus Pocus. We're gonna get into all of that. Now, since this is more of a chill, laid back kind of video, why don't you join me in these chill, laid back vibes by checking out the sponsor of today's video, June's Journey. Set in the glamour of the 1920s, June's Journey is a free-to-download murder mystery game where you have to find hidden objects in these beautiful and carefully crafted scenes. Find clues that progress the storyline where our main character, Detective June Parker, seeks to uncover the mystery surrounding the murder of her sister while also discovering her family's secrets. As you play the game, you'll earn coins that you can use to decorate and customize your own mansion and garden island. The gameplay is so relaxing that I often use it to wind down at the end of my day. I love how this game has a unique storyline partnered with this style of gameplay. It's definitely fun, huh, Pippi? I have my little garden island. I'm saving up for this garden house, and I want to put it maybe like up in this corner here, like right behind the mansion. I have some plans for what I want to do with my garden island and my mansion. If any of that sounds fun to you, you can get started with June's Journey right now for free, honey. That's right, you can download June's Journey for free by clicking the link in the description or by scanning this QR code. I'll put it right here. Scan it. June's Journey is available on Android and iOS mobile devices as well as on PC through Facebook Games. Thank you to June's Journey for sponsoring today's video. Now it's time to get into some Bomb Party shenanigans. Now the first thing I want to do actually before we get to watching this video is go over some of the reasons why I think Bomb Party is a scam, and not only a scam, in my personal opinion, I think it's teetering on the edge of pyramid scheme, and I will tell you exactly why. Basically, what we're about to watch is you have these Bomb Party reps, and they have a ton of inventory. So that's like red flag number one. If an MLM requires you to hold an inventory, don't do it. Dude, it's already too much of an investment, and there's no guarantee that you're gonna get your money back or make a profit at all. Okay, so you can buy rings in sleeves of 5, but like rings come in different sizes, right? So I don't know how many sizes they all come in, but you know, you'd want to have like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for sure, right? Let's just say you want to start out with the more popular ring sizes. So that's 6 different sizes you have to buy multiple sleeves of. So one ring costs $13.46 to the distributor to buy, and then they resell it for $19.95. So they make $6.49 in profit for every ring they sell. And that is bad. That's bad, right? What is that percentage? Like, what would that be? That is a 32.5% profit, which like if you find an MLM that's like, yeah, you get a 30% profit, it's kind of like, oh, that sounds kind of nice. But like, if you're going to go on TikTok live and sit on there for an hour and only sell one ring, for example, like you're making $6.49 $2.49 in an hour. And that's not even it. So then when these reps sell these rings, they also are responsible, since they have it in their possession, they now have to ship it to the customer who bought it. And I'm not sure if Bomb Party reimburses shipping costs. I can't imagine that they do. But a lot of these reps will go and they'll like buy really nice shipping envelopes, and they'll buy like stickers or like candies to throw on the inside or whatever too. They'll spend extra money on packaging. So take that out of the $6.49 profit that you made from selling that one ring. I mean, you really ultimately what it comes down to is if you're going to try to make a profit just by selling the jewelry, you're going to have to sell a lot of this stuff. And it requires an upfront investment of hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, depending on how much you want to go hard into this. So anyway, a lot of these people will actually have returning customers. So when that happens, obviously you don't get to pick what jewelry you get. It's all a surprise. Like, that's the whole thing. That's the thing that sells these products, is like the surprise aspect of it. So let's say you buy from this person we're about to watch and you're like, wow, that was really fun. I want to do it again. And then you give them another $19.95 for another ring, and she drops the bath bomb into the water and it fizzes, and she opens it up and it's the same one you got last time. You just got a dupe and you paid $20 again for a ring you already have. Guess what? No returns. You don't get to return it. And also, guess what? You don't get to exchange it either. You don't get to trade it with anybody while the live is still going on, like in front of the Bomb Party rep. I mean, unless the Bomb Party reps are in on it and be like, okay, I'll just ship your ring to this person and your ring to this person. Like, but that sounds like they would be like complacent in breaking Bomb Party's policies and procedures, which would probably get them terminated if they ever got caught. So I can't imagine any of these people are actually doing that. So it's kind of just like buyer beware, dude. If you get two of the same rings, you're stuck with them unless you go jump through hoops to find someone to trade with you. But telling a customer they're not allowed to trade with another customer in front of the person who sold them their jewelry, it's kind of just like, oh, you're not my dad. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. Okay, so there's that. Now, the other thing is there is a 1 in 3,000 chance that you will get diamonds. Well, I put them in quotation marks. Now, they are real diamonds. You have a 1 in 3,000 shot of getting one. And if you do, they'll tell you what the MSRP, the manufacturer suggested retail price, is of these rings. And when you get diamonds, like they'll be like, oh, this one's worth like $5,000. This one's worth $1,500. This one's worth $3,000. And you're like, wow, I only paid $20 for that. That's amazing. Or I don't know, some of them have different prices. Like sterling jewelry costs more. It's $36.95 for like a sterling ring. So, okay, oh, I paid $36 and I got diamonds. Wow, I'm so lucky. So there is that gambling aspect to it also. But allegedly, there have been multiple people who have won these diamonds and taken them to be appraised, and every single one of them, the person appraising them is always just like, oh, this is basically like, I wouldn't even offer you like $200, $70. Like, here, I'll pull it up. I'm now just realizing that there is a subreddit for Bomb Party gossip, literally called r/Bomb Party gossip, which is great. Love that. Anyway, this person posted, you know how there's those little machines that test if diamonds are real or not? Has anyone tried one of those on the diamonds they've gotten from BP, or even just brought them to a jewelry store to test them there? Other people say, yeah, like they're real, but the quality of the diamonds is really bad. Life After MLM podcast, a top rep did get them tested. They were real, but not $1,500 real, which I haven't listened to that podcast. By all means, go listen to it if you want more information. But another person says, I had one of their diamond rings taken to a jeweler that was a friend of mine just out of curiosity. They are real diamonds, real tiny diamonds, MSRP $1,500. He said it's worth maybe $75 at the most, which, I mean, you could argue, you know, oh, well, I mean, I paid $35 for it, or $36 or whatever. After shipping and handling and everything, I paid $45 for it, and I got a $70 ring. Like, hey, that's a good deal, you know? The selling point is that they will tell you, even the ones that aren't diamonds, you'll get like a shitty little pair of ugly ass earrings. Like, I'm sorry. Some of them aren't bad. Like, not paparazzi ugly, but like still ugly. If you know, you know. And they'll be like, oh, MSRP is $150. Like, for every single one of them, if you're paying $35, $36 for earrings and then, or rings or whatever, and every single damn time they're like, MSRP is $100. It's like, you feel like you're getting a good deal. But I mean, you're not. This person on Reddit said the diamond pieces have real diamonds. They are worth a little more, and you can usually sell them for around $65 to $115 to an end consumer. Meaning, like, if you're one of these people who's going to be lucky enough to get a diamond piece, you could go on, like, Poshmark or something and probably get $70 for one of these things, let's just say. The issue is that they'll be like, oh, well, I just revealed diamonds and it's worth thousands of dollars. Wow, you're so lucky. And it's like, okay, well, if I go resell this, I'll make like a $30 profit. You know, it's just not what they make it seem. And that's the thing about scams, is that's pretty much the definition of what a scam is. If someone convinces you to invest in something, saying it's one thing, and then when you get into it and it's something totally different, like, that's a scam, my guy. You paid into something that wasn't what you thought it was. That's a scam. So I think you get the point. Yeah, we haven't seen anyone take one of these diamond rings or diamond pieces or whatever to be tested, and not a single time they've ever been like, oh yeah, the MSRP is $1,000. Oh, I'll give you $800 for it. You know, like, no one has gotten anywhere near those prices. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it's impossible and that those pieces don't exist. We just haven't seen it yet. So if you got jewelry professionals, like diamond retailers that see diamonds and price these things every single day, saying like, yeah, I wouldn't give you $70 for that. It's kind of like, oh, I did ask Mrs. Pico Speaks for, like, she's really into Bomb Party, and I said, well, what are the things that you personally think are scammy about Bomb Party? And the message she sent me is the following: BP Bomb Party oversells collections and makes the reps handle it. What I think she means by this, and you know, this is just my own interpretation of what she said, is basically once the jewelry leaves the hands of Bomb Party, they don't care what happens to it. They already got their money from the distributor. Now it's the distributor's job to go off and sell it. And if they don't sell any of this, like, I don't think you can return it. But yeah, it's basically just like, well, you're on your own now. You have a ton of inventory. Good luck selling it. Like, that's pretty much what I'm gathering from it. The little amount of commission per item is bonkers. Yes. Okay. And that's the graphic I was showing you guys earlier. I'll put it back on the screen again. Okay. Actually, this is kind of fucked up. So one original ring, which I guess like isn't a sterling silver ring, it's just like a basic ring. If you as a rep sell it, you will make 32.5% in profit. But for a non-sterling necklace or earring, you only make a 25% profit, which is $4.99. They have different profit margins for all of these, which is weird. Most MLMs are just kind of like, yep, you get a 20% profit on everything you sell, and that's it. And it's like, this one is like, well, if you sell this item, you get this much commission. And if you sell this item, you get this much commission. And it's like, why do you do it that way? Just make it a flat thing. But anyway, if you sell a sterling ring, necklace, or earring, which retails for $36.95, you will make $9.24 profit, which is 25%, which you're making a smaller percentage of profit. If you upsell, if you sell the better stuff, you're making a significantly less chunk of profit. It looks like the highest profit percentage you can get is if you're selling kids jewelry, which you sell for $17.95. The reps buy them at $11.21 each, so you get a 37.5% profit. Does that say profit? Oh my god, that says profit. Good graphic. We don't need a spell check. No, it's just profit now. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, $6.74 profit. But honestly, like, I've never even seen them sell kids jewelry. I feel like I've watched a lot of these streams now, and I've never seen anyone actually buy kids jewelry. I would say if you sold 10 rings in an hour, let's just say the basic original rings for $19.95, you're making $6.49 profit. If you sell 10 of those in an hour, you're making almost $65 an hour, which would be great if that were achievable. And it's really ultimately not. So then this is what brings us to the MLM part of it, which makes it even more of a scam in my opinion. These people are all on TikTok making this all look so fun. Wow, this is my job. I can't believe this is my job. I just get to like reveal jewelry all day. Woohoo, it's so great. Do you know where they're actually making all their money? Is from the people who are watching these streams going, oh, that looks fun. I'd like to do that. And then they join their team. And so I don't have the Bomb Party compensation plan, but I can only imagine, you know what? Let's look it up. I don't want to make any claims about this. I can only imagine that if you are a distributor who recruits somebody, you're going to get a portion of the jewelry that that person is also buying. You will earn a commission on the commissionable volume of your orders when you have at least 2,000 personal volume in the month. The percentage you earn is based on your total monthly PV. Okay, so PV means your PV is the total sales volume, not including shipping and tax from your orders. What I'm wondering is that sales volume based on how much inventory you're buying as a consultant, or is it based on how much you're selling? Because if it's anything like paparazzi and like how LuLaRoe was before they got sued into oblivion and had to change their compensation plan, it was based on the inventory that the distributors were buying, not necessarily how much they were selling. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's not super clear. So I'm not positive if they actually like pay you based on what you're selling or how much inventory you bought. I don't know that. So if someone wants to clarify that for me, that would be cool. I'll ask Jen. When I get an answer, I'll let you know. But anyway, what else did Jen say? She also says that some reps have weighed things like stacks. Stacks are like bracelets. So some reps have weighed things like stacks to be able to find unicorns for themselves. Unicorns are what they call, and maybe we'll probably see one of these too, but like a rare piece. So it's like, oh, we only made 250 of these. Wow, they're rare. So like people who get those, they can go resell those on Poshmark for a profit. So some of these reps are like, oh, I want all the unicorns for myself. So they'll weigh each package to see which one has a verified unicorn in it. And then they'll buy it for themselves. Like, that's wild. So while we're watching, I guess if I think of any more things to go over, I will point it out to you. Although Jen did just message me back and said, I believe they make money on what their downline buys. And that's what makes sense to me. Because like, how do you track what they're actually selling? I don't know. I really think based on what I've seen, that sounds like what you're being paid by. The whole thing I was trying to get to is that the real way to make an actual income, a livable wage, a livable income from doing Bomb Party is to recruit, is to build a team and then have those team members buy up a bunch of jewelry and then go on TikTok and try to sell it. Again, this pyramid structure is one of the reasons why I personally think that it is close to a pyramid scheme. Jen says, I'm about 99% sure that's right. They do track sales for convention and awards, but customer sales don't play into it, I believe. That's how paparazzi works. So that's what makes sense. Anyways, long story short, it's a scam. Finally, our Scamderson sisters. Now, I call this lady that because the first time we ever watched her, she had a second lady with her playing one of the other witches. I've only seen that girl one time, but every time it's always this girl cosplaying as Winnie. Now, actually, this woman has millions of followers on TikTok, and it's not from Bomb Party, and I will say, I was one of those followers. When this all came out, when we found out that this is what was going on here, that this woman was cosplaying as Winnie from Hocus Pocus, and selling an MLM, I messaged DC and I was like, oh, what's this girl's handle? And she sent it to me on TikTok and I looked her up and I was already following her. I was like, why am I already following her? Well, it's because she built her platform to, let's see what it is. She has 2.4 million followers on TikTok. And even to this day, most of her content on TikTok is revolved around face painting. We're talking like carnival face painting, but also like Broadway. So this woman is so talented. And it's like really sad to see her kind of, I don't want to say wasting this talent on an MLM because she does other things. So she's artistic, she can sing, she can belt, honey. God, she has a cover of The Wizard and I from Wicked, which is my favorite Broadway play. I wanted to scream. It's really good. I don't want to get copyright, so we're not going to play the whole thing. Let's just listen to her belt the end, okay? Because she's good.
When people see me, they will scream, for half of Oz's favorite team. And
Chills. Absolute chills. She's still going. Why do I feel like I want to cry right now? Because I love Wicked, that's why. It's so good. And she's good, right? This is the woman we're talking about here. Her makeup in that video was just kind of, Let me show you some of her face painting. Like, I think you'll get it. Like, you'll understand why I was following this girl already. Because she's just like so good at face painting. She's doing a whole ass tree on her face. Oh my God, look at those pretty cherry blossoms. Let's go back to watching her do that. She like teaches you how to dip your paint in certain ways to achieve a desired effect. I mean, listen, like this might not be for everybody, but like, I love this stuff. I'll watch this all day. See, look at that. Like, how could you not love this content? How could you not love this woman? She's got glittery flowers all over her face and it looks awesome. Anyway, That's why I was following her in the first place, because I found her face painting videos and I thought they were really good. I did not put two and two together being like, oh my god, the face painting lady is the lady who's selling Bomb Party now dressed as Winnie from Hocus Pocus. I guess we can finally get started. So this is a pre-recorded, like I recorded this myself when she went live. I haven't really watched it. Like I was coming back in and making sure the recording was still going and stuff, but I was like cooking dinner and stuff. So I haven't actually like really watched this. And it's like 3 hours long, more than that probably. So I'm just gonna watch until I can't stand it anymore. And that's what we're gonna do today. So anyway, I guess we'll start at the beginning. This first frame. First of all, you're probably thinking, wow, that's a really good cosplay. Like, she looks just like her. Yeah, she really does. And not only does she look just like her, she acts just like her too. It's hilarious. It sucks that she's putting this much effort into selling an MLM product. Like, to me, I would like to see her have her own business doing this, you know? Like, she's creative enough. She could probably make her own jewelry, or she could... I mean, if you want to do it the lazy way, well, I don't know. I'd say this MLM is the lazy way, but I mean, making like bath bombs in general isn't that hard. So like she could literally go onto like Temu or AliExpress or something and buy a bunch of wholesale jewelry and like do this herself and probably make a ton more money. And while drop shipping and stuff like that isn't necessarily ethical, depending on who you ask, I guess everyone has their own different opinions on it. I think that drop shipping, it's like if you know what's happening and you still want to buy from it, then at least you're like aware of what's going on, and the person selling it to you is just making a profit off of selling you stuff at a very high markup. But at least they're not trying to recruit you into a pyramid scheme. And that's really what it all comes down to, what she's doing here. She's making a show out of it, and it's really funny and entertaining to watch, but ultimately she's probably got people in her DMs after every single one of these live streams being like, how do I join your team? How do I do what you do? And every time someone joins her, she builds a team underneath her. And with every person she recruits, she's going to make more money. The other thing is too, and I don't remember who told me this, it might have been DC, but I guess allegedly the other Bomb Party reps don't like her very much. They think that what she's doing goes against policy and procedures. And what I'm wondering is maybe it's because, and this is the thing I love about this, is that she says everything that we're all thinking. She says it out loud, but she gets away with it because she's playing like a mean witch as a character. And she can easily be like, oh, I don't actually think these things I'm saying. I'm just like pretending to be Winnie. But really what she's saying, we're all actually thinking it. Like she's like unironically saying it, but then she has the cover up to be like, oh no, I'm just in character. So like she'll call a jewelry ugly. She'll say like Yellowstones look like pee or something like that. Like it is really honestly refreshing to see a multi-level marketing distributor behave this way and say these things, because yeah, it's fake because she's playing a character. It's not the same kind of fake we see other MLM reps doing. Every other Bomb Party rep is just like, oh my god, look at this beautiful ring. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Like she doesn't do that. Even if the Bomb Party reps don't think that the rings are pretty, they're gonna say they look pretty anyway. Winnie doesn't do that. This girl's name is actually Jenna, so maybe I'll like call her interchangeable names. Anyway, I'm gonna obviously be cutting a lot of this out. She does play music in the background, so I'm gonna have to just like cut out chunks of things to avoid copyright. I pressed record the moment she went live, and this is literally the beginning of her lives. First of all, it's like, join my team. I have her sped up.
Oh, 'tis going to be a long night, I can already tell.
And what is this little ceramic shark thing she's got? I don't know.
2 minutes until we get going.
And she even has like a little witch's...
You're crazy bitch.
I love her. Like, I'm sorry. I know that I'm going to get people in the comments being like, wow, Savannah, like, you're enjoying her too much. You're egging her on. We should be calling out her behavior instead of enjoying it. And like, I'm sorry, but like, this is entertaining as fuck. Do I want to sit here and watch a grown-ass woman dressed as a Disney witch singing, hey, what is it? You're a crazy bitch. Like, yeah, I want to watch that. Are you kidding? It is unique. It's unusual. And I love that about her. Do I wish that she was doing literally anything else than selling for an MLM? Yeah. I really wish that she would take this energy somewhere else, more productive and more ethical, I guess. But that's just not the reality of the situation here. Now, I'm not saying that what she's doing is okay either. I'm not saying that if she ends up recruiting people, that if they were all doing the same thing, that it would also be just as ethical. I think that she is like an anomaly in the industry. I think that she is her own unique style of scam, if you will. But it sucks because I'm gonna be honest here, I like her. I like her a lot. I would sit here and watch this unironically, whether or not, I mean, I would never buy anything from it. And I'm telling you guys, please don't. But this is entertainment. And she's very good at what she does. Obviously, as a whole, because an MLM is involved here, I think it's all unethical and bad, but some moments are worse than others. I think she's entertaining. I think she's funny. I don't want to see more MLM reps doing something like this because then I feel like it almost adds more legitimacy to what they're doing because of the entertainment value, but ultimately the harm outweighs the entertainment to me, but I'm still going to continue to follow her. I still like her Broadway shit, and I still like her face paint shit, and I'm gonna keep following her. I like what I like, okay? I know talent when I see it, and this is talent. Just sucks that it's tied to an MLM. She even has like a cauldron instead of a regular bowl of water. Her faces too, like, come on, dude. How can you not love her?
8, 10, here we go, let's get started. Thou has a size 10 and a size 11, so here we go, let's start with the 10.
Okay, so what she's got here is the sleeve of 5 that I was
have seen
telling you
some
about.
of the ones coming out of the newer sleeves, and they are less dreadful than normal. Not much, but less. I've seen less yellow. Would thou like 1, 2, 3, or 4?
So again, this was live when I recorded it. So the person who paid is in the chat telling her which one to throw into the cauldron. Why is it sitting in a shark's mouth full of glitter?
Eggs. I have 3 of them in my collection. 3.
Like, I don't even know. What's the point of it? I don't know, but it's entertaining. Who made that shark?
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also to the pit of despair.
It's whimsical.
All right, let's get this night going. We want the black rings. We want nothing else but the black. All the black into the pit of despair and misery. And here we go, the first wet fart bubbles of the night.
Wet fart bubbles, come on!
Ew, those are good ones.
No other Bomb Party reps throw their shit into a cauldron either.
No yellow. No, they're not real eggs. They are just ugly rings that look like eggs. I shall show you. Here is one. That is the dreaded egg ring that we cannot seem to get away from. That's it. Tis not cute.
It does look like an egg.
Not cute.
She's right.
Ooh, 2 floaters.
Like poop.
Here we go. Tis blue.
The way she just...
Here is your first one, the size 10. Clarissa, there is your size 10.
See, this is another thing that's so fabulous about her. She displays the rings on a middle finger of like a witch's hand. Where did you get this? Why do you have this? I don't know, but it's like, it's vulgar. It's just different from what every other MLM rep ever does. And it's refreshing. It's a breath of fresh air. Now, this ring in particular, you'll see that some of these rings aren't like awful. Some of them are. Let's just take note of that stone. A cloudy light blue. And they'll always say these are lab created stones. And to me, I'm like, so what is it, resin? Sometimes they'll be like, oh, this is turquoise. And it's like a seafoam green color. I'm like, that's not turquoise. I know what turquoise looks like and that's not turquoise. Like they'll do that sometimes. So we'll see what she says about this one.
Clarissa, didn't you open this same one last week? Isn't this one yours that we Wall Street did?
Yes.
First ring of the day. This is exactly what I was just telling you guys. You might think like, oh, well, how often does a dupe really happen? A lot. Literally happened with the first ring of her live stream. So unfortunately for this Clarissa woman, I don't know if these are the sterling ones. Let's just assume they're the sterling ones. So she paid, what is it, $36.95? So round up to $37. She paid $37 for one ring. Paid another $37 to get a different ring. I would assume she was hoping for a different ring and got the same ring again. So now she has 2 of the same rings and she's stuck with them. She can't return them. She can't exchange them. The only thing she could do is get that ring and resell it on Poshmark, probably for less than she paid for it. Or she can find someone else in the chat who likes that ring, who is willing to trade with her, but they can't do it in the chat. So that is one of the many red flags here. And that is one of the many risks that you take when you're giving your money to these people. It is a gamble. It really is.
This one is yours, and we Wall Streeted it, and now you got that one. Well, Jenna will Wall Street it again, don't worry.
No, she calls it Wall Streeting. Maybe she does have some kind of like method to dealing with this stuff. Well, see, I've heard of people doing this, and I've been told that this is also against Bomb Party's policies and procedures.
Here is your ugly ring that you've got in times 2.
The ugly ring that you've gotten times 2. Like, it's glorious. Is that the ugliest ring I've ever seen in my life? No. She hasn't even said the MSRP yet.
Tis not cute, but you own it. Tis yours. Yes. Let's check your other one.
I love her.
That is all yours. $20 well spent.
Okay, so it was. She's like being all sarcastic. Okay, so this is the $20 in 1995. So this wasn't even a sterling, whatever. She made a whole $6 off of that one.
Lab-grown light pink fired opal, lab-created moonstone and pink, and rose quartz and cubic zirconia, blah blah, pastels pink. Oh, 'tis fine, 'tis dainty. You're all going to say, oh, it's stunning. 'Tis ugly, but 'tis fine. There you are. Dainty.
See, none of those look like natural stones, right? She called them lab-grown stones. What do you mean lab-grown? Like, I know, like, for example, I have this amethyst stone that, like, you can tell came out of the corner of some kind of, like, what's this, cement or something? Like, a corner of some kind of box. Like, I know that these stones, like, can be grown in labs. I don't know the process of it. Obviously, this is not natural. It's very square. But it's still amethyst, you know? And then I look at those and I'm like, I'm not so sure. Like, those don't look like stones, even if they're lab grown. Like, they look like just like a resin pour. She said it was rose gold, right? Like, I'm not hating the metal on that one. It's just like, to me, I know that like asymmetrical stuff is or can be in style. I've never really understood it. I don't like that all three of those stones are different colors and sizes. I don't like that there's not like a center stone and then one's on the, like, sometimes I get the asymmetrical thing, but here I don't. I'm like, that just looks messy. It looks like a bunch of leftover stones that someone glued onto a band, you know?
You can reach out to Jenna tomorrow, and she will Wall Street your other ring for you. You're done. Goodbye.
Oh, you know what? Wall Street, because it's like for trading, right? Which, again, my understanding is this is against policies and procedures, but maybe if she makes Bomb Party enough money, they don't give a shit. If I had to guess, she has a private Facebook group or something, some private group somewhere that she calls Wall Street, and they all get to trade rings with each other in there. Like Wall Street trading, like stock trading, but now it's ring trading. That must be what it is. She just calls it Wall Street instead of calling it a trade to get past that. I don't know. Seems like a just kind of creative way to get around it. I don't know.
All right, Paige, here we go. There it is. Ooh, it's a fat one. Those are ugly in my experience. I hope it's an egg. Ooh, diamond cubic zirconia and hematite plating. So no color. It's bland, just like you.
Rude. She didn't say what the MSRP was, though.
It is 2 rings. There you are.
This kind of stuff, I'm like, it's all right. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Like, I don't think it's ugly. But it's when she says what the MSRP is, which she hasn't yet, I don't think, unless I missed it. It'll probably be like, oh, $150. Like, would you pay $150 for that? That's cubic zirconia, honey. That's not diamonds. She also said it was hematite plating. So that's the other thing is, like, it's not hematite metal, like, as a whole thing. Like, who knows what the metal is underneath it? It's just, like, been dipped in hematite. So the outside coating is hematite, but the actual metal is not fully made of hematite, I guess, if that makes sense. That's how I understand it anyway.
If it helps, it will probably turn your finger green. One could be so lucky.
How does she get away with saying that shit, you know? As you probably know, the stereotype of like shitty jewelry, low quality jewelry, is that it's gonna turn your skin green. She's literally selling this stuff and being like, it'll probably turn your skin green. And it's like, it's funny that she says that because like that's the kind of shit we all say all the time for good reason. We say it to be trolly and goofy a lot of the times, but sometimes we're serious, you know? Does this stuff turn your skin green? I don't know. Once the plating wears off, probably. I don't know. Okay, see? She's putting it in a little like holographic bag. I don't think that that's something that Bomb Party provides. I think that's a shipping packaging thing that she has invested in herself for all of her orders.
All right, let's see who's next. Here we go, 2 size 11s. A Sterling Club necklace, a size 8, and 2 size 10s. All right.
This person ordered a lot of stuff. So she's got a whole stack. I mean, behind her, she's got a ton of necklaces and bracelets and stuff. Where's that graphic that Jen sent me? So she buys each of those for almost $15, $14.96. Every time she sells one of these, she gets $4.99. That stack that she's holding in her hand, she paid almost $75 for, not including shipping from Bomb Party. And that's so much work to put into just making $5. Like, what? Her face. I think she must have, maybe it's a flipper or something, but the fact that she goes that far into detail to like augment her teeth size to be able to do the Winnie little like, you know, the rat face kind of, it's glorious.
Here they are. I know you like to look. They are thin and dainty. Maybe they're black. Maybe they're black. Oh, these bags.
Girl, don't use your teeth. Oh, no.
There we go.
That one is not the worst, but again, she didn't read off what the stone is supposed to be. Like, that's what I'm waiting for her to do. And I know she does do it sometimes, but so far she hasn't really been doing it. Anyway, I don't know. It's kind of busy.
Ew, this one says, "Ew, 'tis brown." 'Tis brown.
Is she gonna call it
I
poop?
just can't imagine the jewelry designer sitting around saying they're gonna love the brown ones. Nobody loves the brown ones. Nobody. Oh, it's dreadful. It's brown and yellowish. It looks like flesh. Oh, here thou art, Cynthia.
It looks like flesh.
There you go.
It's not too bad. It's almost, I mean, it's brown, but it's like orangish, like amber or something. A lot of this jewelry is very dependent on having something to wear with it that matches or makes sense, because like that orange stone, maybe if you wore it during like fall or something, again, not the ugliest one I've seen, but I also am not convinced that that is any kind of real stone. At least it's symmetrical.
Brown. Thou has no taste. No accounting for taste. 'Tis brown. 'Tis the color of shit. Shit brown.
I don't know if witches have different shit colors, but I've never shit that color in my life. My shit is never see-through either. But that was funny. Again, this is why I love her. We would all look at that ring and say, yeah, that looks like shit. And then she actually says it. And she's the one selling it. And people are buying it. Can you believe it? And then, of course, it's TikTok, so people are always just like throwing random shit on her.
There it goes. It's a picture.
Like a cowboy hat.
Let's open up the necklace while we wait. Where's the scissors? I shall look and see how ugly it is. It says violet cubic zirconia. 'Tis purple. Fine.
Okay, so she isn't gonna tell us. Maybe she doesn't say the MSRP. Am I just like tripping? Oh, most of them do though. Like how the chain looks like paper clips. Like to me, it just looks so cheap. I know that that's like a thing that people like, but I don't think it goes with this kind of jewelry. Like if you're having a more like punky, grungy type of look, maybe, but like something supposed to be like shiny and sparkly and almost formal, like it just, I don't think it goes together. The stones aren't even the same size. I don't like it.
Yes, you do have 2 size 10s. We haven't gotten there yet. Maybe let me do my job and you just sit there and look at your ugly rings, okay? Thank you.
She's wonderful.
Size 8? It's cubic zirconia.
This looks like a kitchen backsplash. No, thank you.
'Tis fine. Nothing wonderful. It'll go on your finger.
True.
We'll just wait.
And she just stares. And again, this is sped up. Her little eyes are like. She's just so funny. I can't.
I shall check and see what's left. All right, let's see these ugly ones now. Lab created pink, quartz, pink, opal, white, opal, blah, blah. Not black. That's what it says. Not black. Ew. Here you are, size 10.
No. I hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry. I hate this one. We've seen these stones already, but the way these ones are arranged, I'm just like, why? It's almost like there's no rhyme or reason to it. It looks like chewed bubblegum. What are you doing? I hate it. I wish she was telling us the MSRP. So I think what we're going to do is after we get to a stopping point with her, maybe we can go look on TikTok and see who's live right now. So you can get a feel for what normal Bomb Party reps do. This lady is not normal.
It is not black. This one says, you reveal diamonds. Lab-grown ruby and genuine diamonds, sterling silver.
Oh my god.
It is not black. It says not black.
Wow. Okay, hold on. This is the first time I've ever seen this girl get diamonds. I actually have never really seen a rep reveal diamonds live. Usually when they get diamond reveals, they like will clip it and put it on their TikTok and be like, this is a 6th diamond I've gotten in the past 6 months or whatever. Like they don't get these very often. Man, this was a good stream to screen record. Good job, me. Anyway, first of all, I'm really excited to see this. And second of all, remember how I said you have a 1 in 3,000 chance of getting diamonds. She's gonna show it to us, and I think we're probably all gonna gag a little bit in the worst way. Not like, I'm so gagged, like in a good way. Like, no, this is a bad gag. Also, okay, so she said lab created ruby, right? All right, we'll see about that. We all know ruby is like bright red, right? Okay. Also, please tell us what the MSRP is.
Yes. Yes, diamonds. So what? We want the onyx. We want the black. Who cares about the diamonds? Here it is.
Rubies? Bitch, those are hot pink. That's not a ruby. Do you have to pull up a picture of a ruby? Like, we should all know what a ruby looks like, but like, just for comparison, like, these are all like deep red colors, right? Like, check this out. I look at that and I'm like, it's hot pink. It doesn't look right to me. I'm not a jewelry expert. I'm not a stone expert, okay? But I just don't think that I don't think it looks real. If the stones were a different color, I would be like, fine. If they were deeper red, I'd be like, fine. It looks like children's jewelry. It looks like dress up. It's pink.
Yes, diamonds. Who cares? Look.
Who cares?
Lab grown ruby and genuine diamonds.
Okay, MSRP $1,500. That's what it says on there. $1,500. Would any of you pay $1,500 for that ring that we just saw? Seriously, not for real. Would you? Because I wouldn't. Solid sterling silver also. So it's not sterling silver plated. I think that's a good place to stop with her. I probably will continue keeping an eye on her. If you guys all like this video, maybe we can do some live streams watching her while she's live. I think she goes live on Mondays, so Big Brother's not on Monday night, so I guess I'm okay with streaming on a Monday night if I have to. It's 1:45 on what's today, Tuesday? I don't know how many bomb parties we're gonna find that are live right now, but let's see. I just clicked on this lady and she was like, I don't know much M&M, but she like had a Freudian slip for a minute and said MLM? That's weird.
One opportunity. He sees everything you ever wanted. In the moment.
Wait, she's just repeating Eminem. Anyway, she has 35 viewers, which is not that much. 4,200 followers on TikTok, so she is much less popular than Jenna.
You got a lot of peekers. 3 is a peeker, 5 is a peeker, 7 is a peeker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Ashley. Pick one. This is your size 10.
Oh, it's a peeker. Like, why does it matter? It's just the foil. You can't actually see the ring.
No black onyx for my girl Ashley. No black onyx. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. In the music, you own it, you better never let it go.
But you see, like, why
Do not lose your chance to glow.
Winnie is so much better.
Lose your chance to glow.
Oh, we go and turn it up, Alicia. We go and turn it up for my girl Ashley.
I wish you wouldn't. No, I like Eminem. Anyway, this is the energy you get from most Bomb Party live streams that you watch on TikTok or Facebook or whatever. But see, it's not a cool little cauldron like Winnie. It's like a nasty old tub. What is that? Do I really want to watch a white woman shaking her boobies around to Eminem? That song is like 20 years old by now, right? Probably more than that. They also use hot water, from what I understand, in these. And I've also heard of people getting like eye irritation and stuff from the fumes coming off of these bath bombs. Like, are there safety standards here? Is it safe for these reps to be breathing that bath bomb steam in? Because, like, watch, she'll throw them in and we'll probably get a big bunch of steam because that's hot water. She poured it out of like a electric kettle or whatever you call those things. She's playing it again? This is painful.
One more. Here we go.
Oh, she put soap in it. Okay, she put soap in it because it's all gonna bubble up now. It'll probably bubble over. So she's going for like a dramatic fizzcano is what they call it, which is ridiculous. Anyway, she's waiting till the music drops. I mean, that is satisfying. See all the steam coming off of that though? Like, she's breathing that in, you know? And it's not just water steam. It's probably mixed up in whatever is in these bath bombs.
Ashley, make it rain.
This woman is cringe. She puts all that soap and stuff in there to make it fizz up, and then she can't even find the rings in there because there's too much foam. I guess like when you're not getting that many orders, you can kind of just fart around and do whatever you want, huh?
Look at the music vibes. Did I do okay? I don't know very much Eminem. I can still rock out with my out. Rock out with my rod out. We want no black onyx. We want pink, right, Ashley?
This woman is the exact opposite of Jenna, or Winnie, I guess.
Fizzcanos are for hunting.
Fizz candles are for hunting. I'm just noticing, I'm pretty sure her undershirt is on backwards and inside out. Like you can see the tag in front of it and everything.
The vibes are vibing, right, Alicia?
Well,
All of you cuckoos who have me call you by a different name because your hubs is around. I'm gonna get you guys some headphones.
wow.
My husband can't hear what I'm listening to.
Because like whoever this person has bought 6 rings from her, so that's at least $120. If not, some of them might be sterling silver. You know, I find that extremely problematic. That there are women who are like, I'm spending all of our money on these shitty rings, and I don't want my husband to know that I just ordered $120 worth of rings from you. So call me Kelly, please. My name is Sandra, but call me Kelly. Not much trust in that relationship, huh?
Oh, I know this song.
Who doesn't? Yeah, I'm sorry. What is she doing with her shirt? Why is it inside out and backwards? Did she do that on purpose?
Empty without me. I know that song. I know that part.
She knows it.
In top of me, that everybody gets follow me, because everybody knows me. So empty without me. Lab created teal ice crystal, diamond cubic zirconia, rhodium plating, 136.
136. Okay. 136 is the MSRP. So she's saying that that ring is worth $136, or that's what they suggest that you sell it at. Now, what did she say? Like teal ice crystal or something is what she called it?
For you, my love, but here's your girl boss unicorn in a size 10.
Oh, that's a
Lab
unicorn.
created teal ice crystal, rhodium plating, 119.
119 for that? Would you all buy that? No? I don't think that's the ugliest ring I've ever seen. I think it's unique and interesting, actually, and I probably would wear it. Now, this is a unicorn, so of course everyone's going to be like, oh, you're so lucky. But it's still not worth, what did she say, 119? Not worth it, dude.
Undeniable love, smoky topaz, brown tourmaline, cubic zirconia, rhodium plating, 124.
124. See, that one's ugly to me. Maybe I just don't get the asymmetrical thing. It feels messy, but if you like messy, like, okay, I guess that's fine. Now, update. I searched what is teal ice crystal, and the first thing that came up with was an eBay listing for a ring from Bomb Party for $30. Wow.
Sparkling embrace, lab created, white opal, rhodium plating, 134.
Okay, 134 for that. Maybe it would be nice for something formal, you know? I don't think that one's too bad. It looks like all the rings are attached though, so you have to wear them as a set. So it's not like these are 3 individual bands.
I don't know how you feel about it. I think it's beautiful, but check it out. This is called We Bring the Party. Diamond, cubic zirconia, rhodium plating, 138.
138 for that. It's just chunky and big. At least this one has like a lot of stones, so it almost feels like maybe you'd get your money worth. But again, it's cubic zirconia. It's not real diamonds, so.
This is called Keeping Interest. Lab created black ice crystal, rose gold plating, 128.
The rose gold plating I wouldn't hate, but I don't think it goes well with a cool toned gray rock like that.
All right, check this baddie out. I think you're gonna love this one.
Check this
I think
baddie
my girl's
out.
gonna love this one. I hope my baby's. Not really, Kaylee, no.
I don't like these ones.
This is called We Fell in Love. Lab grown azure blue fire opal, an array of lab created blue topaz and diamond cubic zirconia, rose gold plating, 118. Such a beautiful setting for such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful friend. Such a beautiful setting for such a beautiful friend. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So you do have 5 rings coming home with you, because I threw in 2 extra and then you duped 2. So you still have 5 rings coming back. Isn't that nice?
I duped 2, so does that mean this person has gotten 2 dupes and she just switched them out, like the Wall Street or whatever? Like how Winnie was saying she was doing, she calls them duping them out. I don't know. So I guess that is a thing. They just call it something else so they don't break policy. That's what I'm gathering. Anyway, listen, I cannot watch this woman anymore. So I think we're going to end it here. I think we all get the idea. The moral of the story is don't join Bomb Party. Don't buy any of this shit. The negatives far outweigh the positives in my opinion. I believe that this is borderline pyramid scheme, if not a total pyramid schemes, and for the reason that I have discussed earlier with the team building and the misleading MSRPs. And despite how fun these live streams can be to watch, I don't think it's ethical, and I don't think that you should pay any money into it. But you know, I understand if you want to watch them, they're fun to watch. I can see why like someone might say that my support of Winnie / Jenna is a little problematic, because like people are gonna watch her and then that the algorithm's gonna push it out to more people, and then more people are gonna fall for it, and then, yeah, like, I can see that. I don't know what the solution is to that. I like what I like. I think Jenna is a very talented person. I wish she would put her talents elsewhere. That's just not the reality right now. I hope she gets out and does something cooler with her life. As for the rest of these people, like this Lux Fizz Kara person, I feel very bad for her, but also, oh my god, is she realizing? I turned off my screen recorder, but she's realizing that her shirt's on backwards right now. She's showing everyone the tag. She's like, oh look, oops, ha ha ha. Oh ma'am. Anyway, we have to thank some people. First of all, thank you again to June's Journey for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, click the link in the description or scan this QR code right here on your screen to get started playing June's Journey, and it's available on Android and iOS mobile devices, and it's also available on your PC through Facebook games. So thank you again, June's Journey. And now I want to thank my patrons and my members. Guys, the list of names I'm about to read off are my financial supporters. They get access to things like our private Discord server. We have a postcard club, which, by the way, if you're in the postcard club, I travel a lot this month, and I had every intention of getting you guys postcards from the places I went to. I usually end up in a shop somewhere, or even like a local gas station or something that has local postcards. I didn't find any at all, and I really wanted to send you guys like travel postcards this month, but I couldn't get it. So that's why it's been a little late getting to you. You'll still get postcards, obviously. It didn't work out the way I hoped. But anyway, every month I do have a group of people that I send postcards to. Sometimes you get early access to videos, sometimes even more than that. So if all that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/Savannah Marie or click the join button beneath this video to join my YouTube memberships. Just whatever works for you is fine by me. And with that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Hula Chowdown, Jacqueline Nutton, Kessie Drew, KJ Barnes, Leanne, Caroline Reed, Daniel Urena, Maddie Darley, Ray, AJC, Love to Be Evil, Just Mark, Amber Price, Baby Pink Pearl, Alice Wagner, LaSalle Story, Mother Dragon 82, Fallon Lowry, Hannah, Jessica Billhart, Emion, and Auntie Lou. And to the rest of my financial supporters, thank you so much for being here and being you. And even if you're not a financial supporter, thank you for making it to the end of this video, because YouTube loves watch time and it helped the algorithm push it out to more people. And you know, the more people who see this video, the more people who will know that if they come across a Bomb Party rep, they'll know it's a scam and not to buy from them. So it is important that my videos get seen by more people, even though I'm sitting over here brown nosing Winnie. Or Jenna, whatever you want to call her. But anyway, yeah, hey, let me know what you want to see as far as deep dives go. If you made it this far, leave me a comment. Let me know what deep dive you want me to see next. It doesn't have to be MLM related. It could be influencer related, or it could be a very specific influencer. It could be an MLM company, something that you think would be interesting to watch as a deep dive, because I have some ideas, but I'm not so sure about them. So I just want to know what you guys think. And as soon as this weekend is over, because I'm gonna have a busy weekend too, I'll get started on my next deep dive, which, even though I haven't picked a topic yet, I'm very excited for it, so let me know. And with that, I guess I'll see you guys when I see you. Okay, bye.